Yo, it's the Latin Assassin. What's up? What's happening? Now I know this video's a little dark, but that's cause I'm about to bust out that dink dungeon. Seeing as how I haven't gone fishing in a while because I was in that dink rut, Mother Nature decided to drop me a little hint and say, hey man, you need to go fishing a little bit more, as you can see here. Now every fisherman hates bird's nest, and I never expected to see a bird's nest inside of my motor mount. But nonetheless, I took that hint, I went out there, and on what should have been a regular Taco Tuesday, I went out there and God decided, hey man, let's turn it into a Tank Tuesday. So I'm finally out that dink dungeon. And you know me, worst YouTuber on the planet, because every time I'm hooking into these fish, my battery's either dead or dying or whatever. But I did happen to catch some video. I ended up catching this fish on a jig, and the jig that I used had something that I usually don't have on my jigs. It had a rattle on it. It was one of the last jigs that I had because before I moved from New Mexico, some fools broke into my storage unit and stole a good portion of my fishing tackle. Not all of it, I don't understand why, but they did take all my jigs. So I just threw what I had available to me and had a rattle, so I don't know if that was something that played into the equation, but I usually don't throw a jig with a rattle. So, I mean, that's all I had, so that's what I threw. So, without further ado, let's get to that tank. Peace.
Now this guy knows where the fish are. Right there. Well, that was easy. GoPro ran out of battery, but I just hooked into a big fish. Going to see how I get this in. I'm recording with one hand and reeling with the other. Hopefully that fish will just chill out. Probably about a 6 or 7 pounder. I missed a couple already right here. I'll holler at you guys. Alright guys, I had to piece it together. GoPro ran out of battery. But this is this baby right here. And this is how, I mean, I was recording with my phone after a while, but barely got it in the edge of the mouth. Barely. And I still got on the phone messing around so you guys could see it. Finally. Now let's see how much this baby weighs. Zeros. £7, 12 ounces. 712. Dang, this baby is huge. I'm gonna weigh it again. Feels heavy. I don't lie, 712. Dude, this baby is huge. But it's 712. So now time to take a couple photos. And I missed like 2 or 3 of them right here, dude. 2 or 3 of them. I missed them. Yeah, that looks legit. 712. Now this is what I'm talking about. That's another 10 push-ups. That's 10 push-ups for sure. Oh, look at that baby. 712 on the jig. Let's tell this baby goodbye. Go ahead, baby, do your thing. We're basically right here where these humps are. If you're familiar with this area, you know where the humps are. Throwing a jig. Throwing this jig right here. Dragging it on the bottom, I can feel rocks. Basically, I just felt a bunk. And I set the hook. And at the risk of losing it, I just let it ride. I said, you know what? These guys gotta see this. I gotta record some video. Every time I catch a fish, it's when my GoPro's off. I'm basically just casting out that way. Right now I'm in 9 feet of water. So it gets a little shallow out there. And then it starts to get deeper out here.
Am I close? 11 or 7?
You're close.
So, fuck it. Just send me the picture.
It was a 712.
712. Nice.
Here's an image off of my graph of the hump that I was fishing. The bottom left waypoint, there were some characteristics there that I thought I'd try out, but none of that panned out. I found my success in the top right waypoint, and there I had missed 3 fish prior to catching that 7-pounder. Now that may have worked out in my favor. That way the 7-pounder wasn't thinking, hey, there's something amiss here. And the arrow was not where I was at. I was actually left of the waypoint where you can see all the little squiggly lines and stuff. That's where I was casting from. I just happened to drift over when I was taking that image.